hate it. Oliver Twist's sickly drowned rat.
I'm not entirely sure what he's doing now. Hi, hello, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Michelle, and in short, I am a permanently tired creative with way too many hobbies and way too little time in which to do them all, which I think sums up a lot of us. Anyway, in this vlog, we do lots of painting on canvas and on shed. In short, there is a beautiful little summer house in the back of my garden that we are turning into my very own studio, and this is kind of part 2 in that adventure. And unfortunately, we experience trials and tribulations in both the painting of canvas and shed, but it wouldn't be life without it, and I'll let Vlog Michelle fill you in on all those lovely details. But for now, I'll leave you with the vlog. Grab a cozy drink, get comfortable, and I hope you enjoy.
Okay, everything's too wet.
So Mr. B and I went down to the hardware store to get our final chosen paint colour for the studio, which ended up being a colour called Sea Anemone. And this lovely lady picks up a specific base, then pours the specific blue shade in according to the card that I gave her, as you can see here, and then she pops it in this very cool machine that shakes it up real good. And from that we got our sea anemone, which you will see in just a second is real pretty.
Everyone's been saying they're about amazing what they are. Okay, you see how patchy you are?
Yeah, you're just doing it. I watch a lot of vloggers on YouTube, and often they'll say, oh, I apologize for the way I look, I've just woken up. And I think, you look perfect, whereas I feel like I look like Oliver Twist's sickly drowned rat. So I feel like I look. Anyway, I have obviously just woken up about 45 minutes ago, and I love to paint or draw or do anything creative first thing in the morning with my coffee. Greg's, I love you. This isn't a Greg's, this is just a Greg's floss, but Greg's, I love you. I am struggling so much with this painting. Looking at it through the camera, it looks even worse. I'm really struggling with the sky. I like the direction of the brush strokes. I think that's really cool, but it's just so muddy. And for the past, when did I start this? Sunday? 3 days, maybe 2 days? No, I started this on Monday. Today is Wednesday. So for the past 2 days, I will work on the sky, hate it, leave, come back a few hours later and think, oh, that's not bad, but it needs more, and then work on it and hate it. So I'm curious to see if I go away and spend my day doing other things and come back if I'm going to like it or not. But I have half a mind to just paint white over it and just cover it. I'm not a fan. And everything just looks really patchy. I like that for the ocean. I think it gives it the nice little ripples. It looks so much less vibrant on the camera, which is a pity. But basically, the paints that I use are, I think, what you might consider really cheap. I don't want to say that because to some people they probably aren't really cheap, they're probably really expensive. But I got a Hobbycraft voucher for my birthday. I always get Hobbycraft vouchers for my birthday from my very kind family who know me so well. But this was a couple years ago, and I wanted to start acrylic painting, and I went in and I just bought as many colors as I could. These were about £2 something, and I didn't buy all the colors, but I bought like a warm yellow, a cool yellow, magenta, warm blue, cool blue, browns, things that I wasn't necessarily confident mixing myself. I'm a lot more confident mixing colors now, so I tend to only use a few colors. But I do think that their quality shows, maybe. I think they are amazing for beginners. And I am a beginner. This is only my second big painting that I've ever done on my own without like following a tutorial. But I'm not sure if the paints are the reason that it looks so patchy, or if I'm the reason it looks so patchy, and I just don't know. I think because the paints are on the cheaper side, they tend to be less opaque, more translucent, and so they require a lot of layers. And if I think about it, my previous painting I spent a good 11 hours on, and there must be so many layers on that painting in order to get that opaqueness. So maybe that's what it is. There's still a long way to go, and by this stage in the process for my last painting I also felt this way, and I kept pushing through, but I feel different about this one. Mr. B helped me cut my hair this morning. What do we think? I'm happy because I'm a lot less overstimulated now. I don't even know where to start. I started this vlog 3 days ago and I have so much footage. I am on holiday from work, so I'm able to just film everything at the moment, and I'm obviously doing a lot more around the house. But essentially what's up right now is that we hate the colour of the studio. I hate it. We painted it yesterday morning. When I say we, I mean Mr. B. He did give me a go on the sprayer, but I wasn't up to his standards and I wasn't about to let him down, so I said, you crack on.
Ah! Okay. You see how patchy you are?
Yeah, you just don't.
And we just thought, oh, it looks terrible. It's way too bright. And we left it all day. We saw it in all the different lighting, bright sun, shade, partial sun. Luckily the studio is in a spot in the garden that gets all the kinds of lighting throughout the day because of the way the sun sets over the garden. And we hated it in all of them. It just looks like a giant blue biscuit tin in my garden, and I guess it's a lesson learned. I did spend hours choosing this particular color because I thought it was a more subtle, lighter blue. And initially, if you've watched my previous vlogs, you'll know I wanted to go for a sky blue, which when we painted on the shed, we painted the tester part, it was too light, way too light. So we thought, okay, we got to go slightly deeper, thinking that would then make it look like the color we wanted, but I don't know what we were thinking. We then yesterday, just because we knew we hated the color of the studio so much, we were going to change it anyway, we then repainted the sky blue on top of it, and it still looked too light. I was like, well, we may as well just paint the studio white then. And because we had the studio white for about a week or so, we kind of got used to the white studio, even though it wasn't properly white because it needed a second coat. We kind of got used to the lighter studio. So initially I wasn't going to change it because I don't want to be wasteful. Even though I hated it, I didn't want to waste money and paint. But Mr. B hates it too, and it's his garden, and I don't want him to look at something he hates in his garden as well. So I said, well, look, you have a choice in this too. What would you have done? And he said he would have gone for a much darker navier blue with like white trimmings. I'll pop a picture up to kind of show you the vision that he had. And I thought, oh, well, that looks quite nice. I'm not sure we're going to get a light blue that we actually like. Why not go the opposite end of the spectrum? Because the shed was initially a dark green. So dark obviously works. So this morning after we cut my hair, Mr. B went down to get that particular shade, but they didn't have it. They didn't have it in stock. So he video called me and he said, well, look, they don't have that dark one, but they do have this particular one. And it was like a grayer, duller version of the blue that's currently on the studio. And it was much, much better and a lot cheaper. So I said to Mr. B, well, look, I'm happy to wait, but if you don't want to wait, you can choose. And he decided to bring home this darker, duller blue called Forget Me Not, I think. And so there's currently one coat of that on the shed. It definitely needs a second one because it is a cheaper paint. It's a little bit thinner, so it needs a second coat, but already it's so much better. It's almost like the same color that it was before, but dulled to that more pastel version, I guess. And it already is so much better. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's going to look like when it's had its second coat. Currently I am locked in the bedroom so that it's not too noisy because Mr. B is on the roof fixing the roof. I couldn't tell you exactly what he's doing because I don't know, but I know that he is changing the, oh, what are they called? Slate effect, roof felt something or the other. Anyway, all of it up there needs to go. A lot of the wood's rotten. And I know what you're thinking, Michelle, why are you so lazy? Why aren't you helping him? I have the same question. I thought this was going to be a joint venture, me and Mr. B working on the studio. He just loves this stuff so much, and he does this kind of stuff for a living, so he's incredibly fast and very good at it, and I just get in his way. I do, and then I just make him mad. And I have offered him help many a times, but he is just so happy up there in his little garden in the sun working on the studio. So I guess we'll let him, and perhaps I'll be working on the inside more. We shall see. Okay, so I'm doing as promised and I'm cleaning the house, but I asked Mr. B if he's enjoying himself, if he's having fun, and he said, eh. but once he starts a job, he won't stop until he finishes it. So I guess I'll do the same with the house.
I'm not entirely sure what he's doing now. Oh, I think he's trying to get down the roof.
It was very smooth.
Very slippery.
I know. When it hangs over the other side,
Yeah.
is there going to be like this thick bit of wood that you took away?
Not on this side, only on the front.
So can you show me again? So it's going to look exactly like that.
Yeah.
That looks a bit silly.